Hello and welcome to Final Form Devlog number 7. Today we'll be talking about implementing Minimap and map patching, and let's see where it goes. While the screen loads, it's actually loading so long because it makes a tile map of 1000 by 1000 tiles, so like more than a million tiles in total. I'm doing this to show the system I've implemented. It's mostly technical, it's like the visuals are still the same and very outdated for where we're going. But it's cool how fast everything works even on crazy big maps. So I have two mini-maps modes. So this is the detailed one. So each of the small ones represent the big one represents biome and the small one represents buildings or a feature. And then there is a smaller one, more distant, and this actually shows the minimap for surrounding more than 7,000 tiles. So this is a very big square, 7,000 by 7,000. And all this works like this. You move your camera around, this moves around. You can move it here around, you can click somewhere, it shows. And it's like, oh wow, how the map so big shows when clearly like the game would really lag if all these tiles would be in the memory, and that's kind of like the whole point of what I was doing. So basically right now at any given moment a square something like 16 by 16 is drawn with all the tiles inside, and when you move camera around new tiles are loaded and other tiles are unloaded, and even when you click really far it still makes it good enough. And like as I mentioned, this map is really big, like 1000 tiles each direction, and given that every turn takes like three tiles at most, this is like 300 turns to get to the border, so you would never actually do that. But I like testing the edge cases and like figuring out like solutions that work for much bigger than I want. And even for such a big map, it doesn't lag neither on Minimap nor on Maximap. And then when you zoom in at the mount, you see like there were like no details there. But when I do this, there are details because I don't move fast enough, so it loads right away. But when I move over a large distance faster, it doesn't have enough processing power to load all these details right away. And I wanted to work on even on mobiles, so I wanted to be a pretty lightweight. And now I do this, so it loads only biomes, and only the target one has like all the details. And it actually works not just with this one, with the smaller ones as well. So to be honest, that's almost it. That's almost all I wanted to show. I also want to slightly show implementation now, which it will be like code in Godot. I hope it won't be too boring. I'm not sure like yet about my devlog format, whether I should show code or mostly gameplay, but because I'm doing programming, I'm kind of doing both. So here is the code. Here's a C. There's like a tile map size, which is pretty big. So how does tile map works? So in very short, whenever camera wants to move, it creates a square, like isometric square, what I call it, which is actually a rhombus mathematically, because it's not like a square like this, it's like a screen size square, so it's like twice times bigger with this radius. And by radius I actually mean like if your center is here and the border is -5 and +5, then the radius is 5. Radius to 10 is like 10 in each direction. So it creates a set of tiles that should be loaded in your target destination. So when you click on the minimap or somewhere else, they like go here. First it loads the destination tiles. Then when camera moves, every frame it creates a square of size 12 for decorations and of size 16 for biomes, so that it loads biomes in those squares and decorations in the smaller squares. And then basically each frame, it just these are all the arrays I have. So each frame, it calls redraw tile queue. So first it draws the targeted tiles, then it draws biomes, then it removes tiles, because like if I don't do that, memory gets clogged too fast, and then it draws decoration if it has time for that. And each action is weighted, so I say like, okay, you have like 10 action counts, and loading the full tile takes 20 action counts, because each tile has 9 decorations, biome, some layers with like yield and mana and like building and like stuff like that. So in total, like I estimated at 20, while biome is only 1. So it can load 20 biomes for the same time it would load 1 full tile. That's again my estimate. I probably should like test it better, but for now that's what I'm doing. Then it removes. Removing costs more than building a tile, less than building tile, but more than biome, because it removes not only biome but all those decorations as well. And then after all this done, it draws decoration. So first it draws the target location. So when you arrive somewhere, that location is always completed. Then on the go, it draws biome first, removes tiles, and if there is more memory, so if it doesn't move too fast, it draws decoration as well. So that's how like map works. And this way, even with whole tile map of 1 million squares, it doesn't care, because at every moment in time it draws just like 16 biomes and 12. Yeah, and like, so talking about like million squares, that's million tiles logically. But in a tile map, that's again million tiles biome wise, but for decoration that's already like 9 millions, because each tile has like 9 decorations. So that's why it like loads it on the go. So for Minimap, I actually initially was doing, sorry, this is commented because it was slightly stuttering. I need to also change this. I'll tell about this in a minute. So for drawing units, I'm using multi-mesh. Multi-mesh is actually super easy to do and actually super fun. So I'm making here for each unit, I make a blinking rhombus on the screen. Initially, I wanted actually to use multi-mesh for the minimap itself, but the issue was so here each square is pretty small, and on this screen we actually have about 2000 these small rhombuses, and that's a lot to draw every second when the camera moves. But this is even worse. With such a small square, this is actually like almost like 8,000 small rhombuses to draw every frame. And at first it worked perfect, but as soon as I did batching, it started to lag, because it was too heavy for it to both draw multi-meshes and batch the map. So I didn't go for multi-meshes except for the drawn units now. So instead of multi-meshes, I'm actually creating images here. So at the beginning of the game, and that's one of the reasons the game loaded too long, actually that's longer than creating a logical tile map. It just creates a map size of the images, and that's what it uses for Minimap. And then every time something changes, it just opens the image and updates it. And this part actually works perfectly in terms of panning the camera for like almost any size, like even million by million, like 1000 by 1000 tiles, which is close to 200,000 by 150,000 pixels, so like very big. Still good enough, doesn't take any memory to pan around, all good. But the problem here is, that's why it was commented, drawing there takes a lot of time. So you cannot within one frame load this whole image in GPU and change just one tile when you terraform and put it back. So I still need to implement chunking here. So this, when the map is more than 256, it chunks into the maps by 256, so that when it uploads some pixels, it uploads them only in that chunk, not in the whole one, which is not too hard to do, but I didn't even think about it, so that's not it yet. But that's like here, see, like if I do coloring, this doesn't put on minimap yet, but now let's say I save my comments, I uncommented, now it will lag severely. No, not too bad, but still lags, you see. Well, not severely, but it's lagging, and the reason for this lag is because it opens this huge file and see, like, and tries to read and load it, so chunking it would solve all the problems. But with 256 size, like, it's perfect. So that's it for now. That's all I have to show. This like fancy mini map, and this most of the last 2 weeks were also refactoring. I finally started writing in a full Godot style guide thing, so I was replacing like marking functions and variables with underscore to show that they are private, to separate them from public, and doing all this stuff. I also didn't know before about event bus, and I learned about it, and like, oh my god, it solves so many stuff that I don't like in my code. So I'm doing right now 2 event buses, one for system, like who'd talk into the game, and one for game events, like something happened in the game, how does it change other parts of the game. So cool, but it takes time to rewrite everything, because I think I have like way more than 100,000 lines of code if I combine everything now. So it's like pretty big, but I'm going like I went over like 80% of my scripts, and I like how they look now. Also, starting tomorrow, I will be participating in a 4-day jam GMTK, which is one of the biggest jams in the world. This time I decided to join the team rather than like assemble it myself. It's my first time that I'm not a team leader, so my main role will be programming, but I guess I will also be actively partaking in game design as well, and like I believe originality is my main strength, and I want to shine it as well. So the guys I joined last time on GMTK, they got into top 100, which is like really good in my book. And I hope I'll help them make the new game even better, and I'll be happy to be part of it. And I'll definitely talk about that jam in the next devlog. And also I'm thinking of making 2 tutorial videos, one for how I did minimap and map batching, which can also talk about how do you turn your isometric map into like tile map, how do you do like the math and geometry around it, and another video about our tile system, which I think is a gorgeous one. I really am proud of how it works, but for that one I want first to get better art from our artist, so that it will be a pleasure to watch visually as well. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and happy to hear any feedback if you have, and see you in 2 weeks.